Leonidas, also known as the King of Sparta, is my number 10 pick for the best BowMasters character. The reason he's on this list is because of his high damage and fast throwing speeds. He wields a spear that can be thrown every direction and can deal insane amounts of damage. The angle to find the degrees that you're going to be using against your opponent is very easy to find using him because his spear goes so fast and is very straight, unlike many characters where they go up and down. When you get headshot, you can deal almost half of your opponent's health, which makes him such a must-have character in the BowMasters. In this clip, I clipped the opponent right in the head, causing him to get straight down to less than a quarter health, and then I remembered my degree angle, and I finished him off. Now we're going to move on to number 9. Here are some more clips of Leonidas. Coming in at number 9, we have Bad Girl. Now, Bad Girl is one of the better BowMaster characters. The reason I say this is because that she can splash enemies from very long distances. What I mean by this is that if you hit her grenade from a long distance away from your opponent, chances are you still probably will hit your opponent due to the giant splash from her grenade. This will knock your opponent back, and if your opponent is under a rock or a cliff, this will push it back into open space. Bad Girl also does insane amounts of damage. These are a couple more reasons why I think she should be higher on this list. Unfortunately, we had better people on BowMasters. So, coming in at number 8, we have a surprise for you guys. Coming in as one of the most underestimated BowMasters characters is Devourer. Devourer is on this list because of his special ability. He throws an alien ball that can hit enemies from above. So what this means is that if you miss your opponent, you can still have a chance to hit them. From any height in the sky, you can still hit the opponent because the laser comes down from the bottom of the ball. So let's say you throw it 10 degrees much higher than your opponent, and you miss. You can hit the button, which activates its power and allows you to burn your opponent. There is no special animation for when you defeat your opponent after knocking him out. Now, for King Octopus, the reason that I put him on this list is because when I first played against him, he shot his electric jellyfish and it actually hit my opponent when it split in half, giving my character less than half health. I was shocked, and when I started using him, I really understood the power that he wielded within one octopus jellyfish thing. In this clip, I killed my opponent easily in only 2 shots. His jellyfish just does so much damage, and this is why he should just be used more. Not many people know about how much damage he does, but if you get a headshot in, you can easily knock out your opponent. This makes for an easy win in tournaments and versus computer battles. For number 6, we're looking at Pupil Michael. Now, he may not have as much range as most of the BowMasters characters, but the amount of damage he does is catastrophic. The reason I'm putting him at number 6 is because of just how much damage he does. If you hit your opponent in the head with his dynamite, you can deal half of your opponent's health. So what this means is that if you hit your opponent in the head twice in a row, you can knock him out in 2 turns. This makes him an ideal choice for any game mode in BowMasters. I think when I was choosing him, I had a lot of trouble because it was between him and Katarina. But I've made my mind. Now we're going on to number 5. Now, if I were to choose right now, I'd say that Hunger Girl does the most damage in the game. But some things prevent her from reaching number 1 spot. First off, she doesn't have that much defense. As you can see, Sanguine of Katarina hit her with the back of his sword, which caused her to lose part of her face and take lots of damage. If she got hit with the front of Katarina's sword on the head, she would have been easily done. She would have taken as much damage as she dealt. Other than that, she's a very great choice, as you rarely will miss because of her arrows that can spread into 4. Anyways, what I really like about Hunger Girl is the fact that she does so much damage. I 2-shotted my opponent easily. And this is why she's so high on the list. She also has a fancy fatality. Coming in at number 4, we have Frostlord. Frostlord is a very good character, as he throws a giant ice shard that can separate into 5 pieces. The reason why I think he's so good is that he has a special ability. If you aim straight for the head, and right before the icicle hits your opponent's head, if you split it into the 5s, you'll get 50 coins for getting 5 headshots. This makes him great for getting coins and generating coins, as you can generate many coins by using this strategy. Another reason why he's so high on the list is just because of his damage. If you hit your opponent straight in the head, and you hit him right, and if you split it right before you hit the head, not only you will get 50 coins, but you'll also get extra damage included. That's just him in a nutshell. Now we're going to move on to number 3.
Headshot. Finish him.
Coming in at number 3 of Sigurd of Alexandra. Now the reason why I'm putting it at number 3 is because of its ability. It can hit enemies under cliffs like this clip where Steve was under a cliff. Because of its giant sword, it's a great sword, so it can hit enemies under it because of its giant long physique. Because the sword is so long, it can hit enemies in a big area. And because of that, this makes him such a great choice. Another reason why I like it just so much is because it has a reference behind it to the video game Dark Souls 1. It's also known as Onion Bro. There are sidelines of Katarina all over the place, and this was a direct reference to it. This character also has lots of knockback that it can deal to your opponent. This is why I think you should be using this troop. Coming in at number 2, we have another surprise for you guys that might come in handy next time you're needing someone to take out an opponent you really don't like. So let's look at number 2. Now, number 2 is actually the number 1 pick for a lot of YouTubers that do compilations like this. But at number 2, we have Cyberstar. Now, the reason I have Cyberstar on this list so high up is because of his giant damage. He has a CD drive that can split into 2 and deal insane amounts of damage. He's such an ideal pick because I 2-shotted my enemy. Now let's go on to number 1. Coming in at number 1, we have Dark Mage. Now, don't even get me started on why I think this is such a great character in BowMasters. Dark Mage just does so much damage. It does more damage than Hunger Girl upon impact on your enemy. It throws a skull that goes up and down, which makes it's harder to navigate than most weapons that enemies wield, but its defense and its huge defense and attack stat make it just such an ideal choice to pick. This is the number 1 pick in BowMasters, and in my opinion, this is the number 1 best character in BowMasters. Dark Mage isn't that bad, as I believe you can get it in chests. daily gift, or buying it. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment below. I'll make sure to comment back. If I don't, let me know, because I want to be commenting back. If you don't agree with my picks, comment below still, because I want to be seeing all your comments. Thank you, and peace.